Hello guys, how are you today? I hope you're well. Well, today I prepare a different class to you because it is important to learn English in different ways, not just writing or reading something. So, before to start, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Hans, and I'm a student of pedagogy in English. And today we're going to work with different words, with different vocabulary, with new vocabulary for you, because it is important to acquire new words in order to improve your speech. So I prepare a tape for you. I like to teach you English in this way. I think this is amazing for kids, for children, because they can open their mind and start to learn English in interactive forms. So the tale that I choose, it's called Tarzan and the Apes. Before to start the story, I'm going to show you which are the main characters of this play. Well, we have here the little boy Tarzan, the ape Kala, the ape Terchak, and the leopard Saber. This leopard is bad. Well, before I'm going to explain why. The other character of this role or this play are the big elephant Tarzan and the little ape Turk. These guys are the best friends of the man Tarzan. So let's go with the tale. Once upon a time, a family which lived in a big city. As you can see in the picture, they were happy. This baby was the firstborn of his parents. They had a lot of money, they traveled a lot, but one day they made a bad decision. I'm going to explain why. So, one day they decided to go to the jungle, and in the middle of the jungle they were attacked by a furious and starving leopard who killed the father and the mother of this poor kid who was abandoned in the middle of the forest without his parent in order to take care. It was here when the leopard was to kill the little baby that suddenly appeared the ape Kala in order to take care of. Fortunately, she could save the baby. She could run away from the leopard and save the baby from the kill of this furious and wild animal. So what happened next? When Kala managed to talk with the leader of the community in the jungle called Terchak, she had a problem because Terchak didn't want to accept the baby. Terchak said that when the baby were an adult, he would kill all the animals and destroy all the forest in the jungle. But Terchak had a good heart, had a good sense of humanity. And finally, the little kid could stay in the jungle. This mother was a good mother because she fed the baby in order to protect him. So what happened now? Well, Tarzan had two best friends who were the little ape Kala and the big elephant Tarzan. Both guys taught to him to jump and to yell. And when he was 5 years old, he could jump from tree to tree, and he could make a big yell, who was a big characteristic of these guys because the yell could be listening in the whole jungle, and all the animals could know when Tarzan was jumping from the tree to the tree. Unfortunately, one day Tarzan went to a lake and he saw his face through the water, and he realized that he was different from all the animals in the jungle. But he didn't matter to him, and he continued his life living with his friends and jumping from the tree to tree. When Tarzan was an adult, suddenly the leopard saber appeared again in the story. Now he wanted to kill somebody because he was starving again. He was a starving animal and a wild and furious animal. But what happened now? Tarzan was stronger than before, and finally he could kill the wild animal and protect the jungle. The leader of the community, Terchak, appreciated this action of Tarzan. It was very important for the community because he realized that Tarzan was a good election to keep him in the jungle living with them. One day, a sheep arrived into the jungle. So here appeared Jane, Father's Jane, and Clayton. Clayton was an arrogant people. He just wanted to kill animals because he had a market in which he sells leather from the animals. So he just wanted to kill animals. So what happened now? Well, when Tarzan was jumping from the tree to the tree, he knew Jane and he fell in love with her at first sight. It was obviously, right? Because Tarzan never before saw a woman in his life. So he was in love with her at first sight. What happened now? Jane lent some clothes to Tarzan and convinced him to travel to England in order to start a relationship there. But all of this was a trap for Tarzan, who was arrested by Clayton. It was a trap for him. He felt sadly about it because he was in love with Jane. But here he was arrested and captured into a cage. It was here that the arrogant Clayton managed to the empty jungle in order to kill all the animals, all the apes, all the monkeys there. Unfortunately, Tarzan could not save Terchak from the death. Finally, Clayton killed Terchak before Tarzan arrived to the jungle. It was here that eventually Tarzan killed Clayton and protect the animals in the jungle. At the end of the story, finally, Jane, with his father, decided to return to England. And nowadays, Tarzan is living his life in the jungle with his family, with his friend. When a sheep is arriving to the jungle, Tarzan made his famous yell and persuade the animals in order to protect